Mod time is here once again for Farming Simulator 25, and today we got 19 mods for you guys. All platforms, 18 new, and 1 update, and that's it. All mods today are for all platforms. New ones include the new Holland TS Series, John Deere 6000 Series, Siloking Prestige 22M3, Lizard Dry Van Freezer Trailer, Lizard RN 610 N064 Antek, Göweil Vario Master Plus, Vader Stag Carrier XL 625, Lizard Trailers, Lizard PS 1823H, Schwarzmueller Timber Semitrailer WOP, ProDiesel, ICA's BarnDom, Feedmixer, South American Silo Pack, Polish Garden, Agricultural Inputs, Sawmill Decoration Woodpiles, and Husbandry Fence. Let's start them off new for all platforms, new Holland TS Series. If this looks familiar to you, well, we've seen it before. It's from the ARM team, and we've had it in previous Farming Simulator games. This one is very, very neat. We could do quite a few things to it, so let's start off with the specs. 80 horsepower to start with, power shift transmission, 218 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, and it weighs 4.9 tons. As far as engines, we've got them all the way up to 125 horsepower, including the Fiat Agri Red, which is looking fantastic. Love seeing that on there. We'll keep it blue for now, though. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Bridgestone, and a Nokian set. We can also throw on 4-wheel drive as well as the 2-wheel drive that you guys saw. So, options for everybody. Windows, we've got some options here too. You got the standard and the tint. Beacon lights is just going to be a yes or no on the very top. Boom, right there at the back. Fenders, we start off with the no fender, and then you could throw the front fenders on here. Poor things. You've also got the only back fenders, and you could go both as well. Now, do we have these on the 4-wheel drive? Yes, we do, and yes, they are much larger than the 2-wheel drive, so there's that. Check it out, the 3-point on the front. You can have that. You can also have a 60 kg front weight, 300, 420, nice, 540, 660, and 780. Ooh, we have more, 910, 20. Nice. And then we also have the front loader. We've got a Stoll, Quickie, and Hauer. From there, we also have rim colors, and that's it. We also have a few animations for it too. So we've got the side door over here on the right-hand side, and then we also have the driver's door, and we've got the rear glass. Turn it on. Got a little meat pouring on there. Jumping in, taking a look at the interior. Let's see what kind of animations we got going on. Looks like we've got a full set of animations. Very cool. Love it. Love seeing that. That's awesome. It's a great looking tractor. If you guys were looking for something like this, it is out now. Next, we got another vehicle, the John Deere 6000 Series. This kind of joins the long list of John Deere 6000-esque series tractors that we've got. We have quite a few of these at this point, but you know what? Once another one's not going to hurt us. Specs include a 75 horsepower engine to start off with, manual plus power shift transmission, 250 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, and weighs 4.3 tons. Engine options range from 75, 84, 90, and 100 horsepower. Wheel brands from Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin, Nokian, Continental, and Bridgestone, and we've got all kinds of stuff in there for you guys to choose, even those narrow tires, which is always nice to see. Extra lights, we've got those too. Throw some extra lights at the front. Beacon lights, we've got a left, right, both, or nada. Toolbox, usually that's on this side. There it is, right down there at the very bottom. Nice. Attachers, we got the 60 kg, 360, 560, 760, 1010, and then we've got a front 3-point with hydraulic. Starfire 6000 on the top, front loaders for Quickie, Hauer, or nothing. And then we also have front fenders here as well. They start off as a yes and not a no. We also have a license plate on there too. Animations are the same on this, even though it's from a different model. We have both doors, and then we also have the rear glass, which can open and close as well. This actually sounds pretty good. Check this out. Very cool tractor indeed. Our only other vehicle today is the Siloking Prestige 22M3. The name actually hints at how much it could hold, 22,000 liters. We have a 175 horsepower engine in here, variable transmission, 400 liters of fuel, 24 miles an hour, 22,000 liters as we said, and it weighs 11.1 tons. Wheel setups on here. We do have a wide tire setup or standard. Looks like they are Trelleborg tires, so there you go. We also have the window setups for a tint or nada. Beacon lights are going to be a yes or no, and then we've got rim color options to choose from. This is an ARMT mod. Quite a few of their mods released today. Now, with this being a feed mixer, of course, we'll be able to get stuff out of silage clamps. So that's what you'll be able to use that for. You will need to open it up so that the belt can actually load stuff in. And then we've got a tip side for left and right side. It's actually going to be out of the very back. So heads up there. Whenever you click the button, nothing changes visually, but whenever you click to empty out, well, that's when it's going to open up. Boom. There you go. Also steers from the back. Now we get into tools. We had a Lizard dry van freezer trailer from Sluches Modding. I know you guys have been waiting on this one, so this bad boy is pretty sweet. Let's take a look. First up, we have axle settings on the back. You've got the double 1, the double 2, the double 3, and 4. Then we've got kind of a split axle setup here, and then we go into the trip. So quite a few different things. You really set this thing apart. I'd say probably in my area we see stuff kind of like this, maybe like that, but that almost seems a little bit too forward, but pretty much everything's got dual axles on it. Sides, you've got the sides with lines or just the standard sides. You can barely see the sides changed up, but you can't see them. This is as close as I can zoom in, unfortunately, as well. Trailer style, you've got the freezer, or you've also got just the regular cargo transportation, which removes reefer unit on the very front. T-bars, you've got for the rear shocks. Spin this back around so you guys can see it. There you go. You've got those. We also have the front T-bar as well, right in front of the wheels or behind. I haven't really seen much of that in real life, but hey, it's very cool that we have the options. Then we also have fenders on here as well. Now we get into the rest of the customization. We've got the low sides, yes or no, mud guards on the very back. That is what I'm used to seeing. Front lights, we'll spin this around so you can see this. Check that out. Front lights on the very top, like seeing that. Rear lights, oh, I gotta spin it back around again. There we go. We got the chicken lights at the top. Side lights gonna be adding up at the top or the bottom or both. Very cool. I like seeing that. And then we've got colors for all the things. Side, front, ceiling, front corner, corners, color, door colors, fenders, color freezer 1, 2, and rims. Whew, so many colors. So I figure what better truck to throw on the front of it than the 379 from Sluches. This thing is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what all we can get into. So there's only a few things that we can actually do. We can open up the back, which check out these animations. Boom, there's one. And then here's the next one. That's awesome. And then we've got straps. And that's it. Oh yeah, there's one more cool thing too. You can also lower and raise up the axle. Ah, that's so cool. I think that's pretty sweet. And there you go. That is that. No pallet auto loading, nothing like that. But it does look very, very cool. Now the tool, we've had Lizard RN610 and NO64 Antek. These are a pair of fertilizer and lime spreaders between 610 and 1210 liters. The NO64 has more customization options. Both of them feature additional equipment, which is going to increase your capacity. They both have reflectors on the sides, back, neither or both. You've also got the drive shaft cover on the very bottom. Mounting brackets, we've got those. And then this version has the speed limit decal, which can be changed, and the Lizard logo, which can be added. They both also have color options as well. Other than that, I can't really figure out, at least in the game, what the big dealio is between the two of them, although it does appear that one is a bit newer. Next on our list, we have the Göweil Vario Master Plus. Now, this doesn't have a lot of differences between the mod and the base game version. However, this one also adds a few extra bits and bobs. This will also do wood chip bales, and it will do silage bales. You're saying, well, of course it does silage bales. It wraps them. But no, it will actually load up silage bales. I had to go in and take a look at the base game version, and sure enough, it doesn't load silage. So you can't put silage in and get a silage bale out. So I thought that was pretty important. That's pretty cool. Also on here, as far as all of your specs go, 125 and 150 centimeter round bells, 20,000 liter capacity for the back of it, 120 horsepower is required. You've also got a wrapper design with or without the on-end turner. I recommend with it, unless you're tossing them straight into a silo, in which case you could just let them roll in. You've got the extinguisher on here, which we got to find. There it is right down in there. PTO, you've either got a black or a yellow version. You can select your bell wrap as always. As far as the bell net goes, same thing. Silage additive tank as per usual. And then we have a couple different beacon options for the back, which is always nice to see. And then from there, we've got colors. And that's it. Is design? Tell me design is the logo. Nah, it's all the other bits, but it still looks very, very cool. What's that look like? Black. Ooh, it looks pretty good. How's about a new disc arrow? We got the Vaderstad Carrier XL625. It's actually in the game as Carrier XL625, no Vaderstad in front of it. So it's one of those mods. If you load up mods like I do, where it's in the mods and DLC section, this is what you'll be looking for. You do have some speed decals, which can be thrown on here onto the back. However, other than the colors, that is it. And it's not the main color that it's changing up either. It's actually these little roller bits and some of the other bits and bobs in here too. So it's not everything, just a few things. Specs for the machine, 260 horsepower is required, 6.3 meter working with at 11 miles an hour. More ARMT mods as we have the Lizard trailers. This is a 10-ton and 12-ton trailer pack right here. I imagine these were probably not Lizard branded, but they are now. I'm not sure what they were, but it's the ARM team and they always make everything from scratch, so I'm not really sure what these would have been branded in real life. Maybe they're just Lizard trailers. Maybe I'm the crazy one here. Taking a look at the smaller version, we have between 12,009 and 22,000 liters, so we can choose between both of those. We do have different wheel brands as well. Very nice to see all kinds of wheel brands. Reflectors on the side, fenders on the back, and we also have a cover, plus colors for the stuff. As far as the larger trailer, same thing goes here. We've got a grain body or a silage body. All the same wheel options. Love seeing all those extra ones. We also have the reflectors, fenders, and cover and colors. Another Lizard trailer from the ARM team, Lizard PS1823H. This one did not make it into the Lizard trailers pack, but we do have a couple extra bits here. So we have the green body 1, 2, and then we have the silage body in there, ranging from 23,300 up to 37,800. So choose between those. We've also got wheel brands. Again, nice to see plenty of ones in there. Fenders, we've got those, but it's really only at the front. Livery, we have quite a few things here, including the Scottish and UK flags, cover on the top, and colors. Next for HR Forest, we have their Schwarzmueller Timber Semi-Trailer WOP, or without platform. Now, I'm not sure what platform they're talking about, but I can tell you this. You can remove, like, everything from this trailer, starting with the front bunk, and then just working our way back. Every single thing you can remove. You've even got mud flaps on here too. You could remove those too if you wanted to. Spare wheel, sure, remove it. Oh man, and then we have all the colors. Of course, we don't want to go through those. But the cool thing about this is you can actually go through and set up your own custom trailer now. So you can do that. Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. Heck yeah, man. And our last tool we're going to take a look at, we've got the ProDiesel. This is a pack of 4 diesel tanks, and they could be utilized on logging missions or, well, wherever else you need a fuel tank. So we've got 1,000 liters, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000 liters respectively. We do have warning signs and stickers, yes and no. We have the forestry handle on the top, which you can use for loading up on a forwarder, and then we've got our colors. Now this is interesting because it is technically a vehicle, and you have to enter it in order to do stuff. So we open the cover, which allows us to refuel, and then we can also turn on and turn off the engine. Now, of course, there's no diesel in here right now, so I'm just going to cheat that and fill it up. But technically, there's nothing going on. It says there's fuel, but there's really nothing going on. OBS! Hey, that's what software I use. Yeah, nonetheless, now you are ready to refuel your vehicles and stuff. pretty neat little thing. Now we move over to placeables, and after all this time, we finally have the BarnDominium, the big BarnDominium, aka BarnDom from ICUS. It is here. $125,000 will get you this bad boy. We've got 4 bay doors, and then we also have a house here to the left side as well. We'll start off with customization. Of course, 125 grand as we mentioned. We will come in, take a look at the customization. We have the colorway number 1, and we have through 4. So that's 1. Here's 2, 3, and 4. And we can change up some of the colors as well. We'll just change up to orange here so you can get an idea of what is changing. So there you go. That is that. Now let's take a look. I think I'm going to start over here in the shed section just to show you that. So inside we have the 4 doors, of course, all very easy to open up. Boom, 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 boom. We do have a pressure washer. Always like seeing that. And if we turn on our help window, and I can see if I can find our lights here, bam. Ha ha ha. They are very, very cool, man. As far as everything else goes, we got a place to work on vehicles. So everything that's in here could be worked on. And we also have a full drive-through over here on the left side, including drainage. So this is the wash bay technically. So you can have drainage through there. Now, there is no way into the house from here, but we can go into the house from over here. So here we go, right inside to the left here. Heads up, you can turn on the TV. I think that's very, very cool. We'll go and turn off the help window so that's not just showing everywhere. Over here, does that say 77 degrees Fahrenheit? That is very, very warm for a refrigerator. But a nice modern setup here. You've also got the island there as well. Nice setup inside. As far as your sleepy time trigger goes, it's going to be right here inside the first bedroom. And if we go upstairs, we have 2 more bedrooms. Here's the first, and this has got your wardrobe trigger inside. Very cool. And then to the left of that, we've got 1 more house. Thing. Yep. And then we've got nice door there opening up into the bathroom. And then it's about that. I know we had... Oh, he fixed the collision on the wall there. Nice. All right. So that is your BarnDom. Very cool. Very happy and is super excited to see this out. All the lights inside are manual and all the ones on the outside are automatic. So they will come on at night. And our next one is called the Feedmixer. All one word. So... normal TMR Feedmixer. Everything's going to be input over here on the left-hand side. You've also got a little place for the pallets right there. And then you've got your output there. We'll go and click here so we can take a look and see what we've got. We got hay, mineral feed, silage, and straw. And then outputs are going to be here. Now, the outputs for this are quite low, and the inputs are even lower. Those, of course, are terms and relative to kind of the way that I play or the way that I think a lot of people would. 100,000 liters of TMR, that's really not a lot. For most people, that'll get you through maybe a day or two with the amount of cows that I see people running. Your mix is going to be 26 hay, 21 silage, 10 straw, and 3 mineral feed. And output is going to be 60 TMR. The good thing is, at least with this mix, is you're not going to be losing anything. So that is good. But would be nice to see this holding a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more. It's silo time, and we have the South American silos back from JD Mining. These don't have to be green if you don't want them to be. I feel like that's important to say right off the bat. Yes, they are green, but they do not have to be. And we have the full drive over set here. So of course, covered up, looking very nice. Click one button, bam! All gone, looking cool. I think that's awesome. As far as our setups here, so I did look at silo extensions, but didn't see anything in there. So here we are, 35,000, 50,000, and 60,000 respectively, or 260,000 liters, 520 and 600. So not a lot of difference between the final two. Coming in here, taking a look at color options. Bam, check out that red. That red is poppin' dode. Yeah. That's about it, I think. Sadly, for the next one, I don't have anything growing. This is the Polish Garden. So these are going to be found in greenhouses, even though they say they are a package on the Mod Hub. No, they are in greenhouses. And these will allow you to do different things. We pop in here, we got the big green, or big garden, big potato garden, and small potato garden. So in the big garden, we could do carrots, chili peppers, garlic, grapes, green beans, lettuce, Napa cabbage, olives, parsnips, peas, red beets, spinach, spring onions, strawberries, sunflowers, and maters. And of course, the potato garden just allows you to do taters. Now, inputs are going to be seed, solid fertilizer, and water over here, and these are going to depend on what you go for. So we've got one recipe for just water, and then we've got another one for water, seeds, and solid fertilizer. That's definitely the one to go for because you get so much more out of it. Taking a look at the potatoes themselves, same thing. We've got one with just water, so it's going to be like a 4 in, 10 out, or you can do 22 water, 1 seed, 1 solid fertilizer. You get 110 taters out. So many more taters. So this is a nice way if you don't like doing potatoes for whatever reason, you still need them. This may be the way to go. It is nice to see having a garden setup on Farm Sim. This is pretty cool. I want to see more gardens, especially in the next farming simulator game. More ways to do like small scale farming. Do stuff with your hands. Give me a mower, a little garden tractor. I'd be real happy about that. We've also got the agricultural inputs. These will allow you to get seeds, fertilizer, all that good stuff. You can see we've got one right here, which gives you your solids. So we've got liquid or solid fertilizer, lime, and seeds. And then we've got another one over here, which can be customized into the one that you want. And this will give you liquid fertilizer and herbicide. One of the interesting things is it also makes you money. The hut does. This one does not, but this, the hut, does give you some money, which is really interesting. I don't know if I've seen anything like that before. So it allows you to have your fertilizer and stuff down and also gives you cash. Cool. I'll also say that it doesn't say anywhere in the mod description that this one actually gives you money, so your mileage may vary. Next to last new for all platforms, we've got the Sawmill decoration wood piles. So we've got, I think, 5 in here total, and these are just decorative wood piles. So if you guys are building up your sawmill, well, we've got wood piles for you guys. Taking a look at the customizations in here. Well, there's no customization. They're very cheap, though, so that is very nice. Got a little pile over here, and then a little bit of a bigger pile over there, and then it gets a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger from there. Yeah. And your last new one for all platforms, the Husbandry Fence. This is just a fence. There's no gates or anything like that. What you see is what you get. And that's about it. Does look very good, though. Also, another ARMT mod. I found it fitting to end the video with those guys. Lastly, today we have an update for all platforms. The cow pasture with milking barn. This is version 1001. They fixed when placing the custom pasture, the default grass continued to be rendered. And there you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. So mods were very early today. Haven't had a chance to take a look at the news yet, but I'll be looking at that after this video is out. So keep it out for that if we got news today. Otherwise, just hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.